A number of years ago, the Church of the Nazarene began to work, obviously in the city of Fort Wayne, and there was a very strong church, the Southside Church of the Nazarene, and it was back 75 years ago when they were working hard at planting new churches. And what they decided to do, the Southside Church of the Nazarene, was to have a tent revival on the east side of Fort Wayne. And the result at the end of it was that they planted a new church on the east side of Fort Wayne. That church grew and flourished through the years and became Grace Point Church of the Nazarene. The whole south side of Fort Wayne was a very thriving, bustling community until International Harvester decided to move its headquarters out of this city and pretty much decimated the southern part of Fort Wayne, including the community around that old Southside Church of the Nazarene. There weren't enough people left to really support the place or to even support the property. So you can imagine that through the years, simple maintenance was just no longer able to be done. Things like the roof began to deteriorate, air conditioners began to be broken, heater, boiler systems began to simply wear down. Finally, the district had to close it down. And so the district was left with a church building in a difficult part of Fort Wayne, a building that had not been cared for a number of years. Grace Point went to the district and said, would it be possible that you would allow us to have that church property? I mean, just kind of take it over at this point, and could we open it as a multicultural campus of Grace Point? And we did.
When we decided to take over, we just pray and pray that the people will find Christ in this place. And we had a couple services when we started. When we first opened the church, the first service, we had 12 people who accept Christ that Sunday. So when we came, we just trying to go out to the community and let them know that we're here and we're here to stay and we're here for them. It's not just about us. It's not just about coming to these walls and stay here, but we want to go out. So our neighborhood here 3 years, and now we run about 100 to 120. We break out that 100 number, so we're so glad that God is working in this place.
We began to explore the history, and this church that we were able to go down and minister and restart was actually the mother church that had sponsored the tent revival now 75 years ago that resulted in this church being birthed. One of the things I just enjoy nowadays is being able to go to the South Campus and to see the life that is in that building. This place that had been literally dead and dying, it literally felt like it when you even walked in the building. And today, to see that building, Grace Point sent basically work and witness teams from our North Campus to our South Campus who came in. The whole place has been cleaned up.
We see how God has been doing everything. I mean, the way now we're growing and we're growing more and more is because of God. It's nothing that we've been doing different. We're just trying to follow and be the church that God called us to be.